Every single patch is the same joke in the comments, where's the men? And it's really not a joke. Go look at almost any gacha banner list from the past 2 years and count. The math isn't even close. Today I actually want to dig into why that is. Because that answer isn't just simple as the company just hate men. It's sometimes a little colder and more deliberate than that. A little disclaimer, I will not be able to mention every single gacha game. Yes, there are gacha games who have a lot of men in the roster, but I'm just talking about this as a main concept. Now this isn't just a vibes-based complaint. Look at Genshin Impact for version 4.0 till version 5.5. 19 different characters, only 4 of them were male ones. And of those 4 men, probably only 1 or 2 were actually usable, which ironically makes them easier to skip, not harder. Since a 5-star is a bigger commitment and investment, players will always be more selective about them. Now Honkai Star Rail from the same studio as Genshin Impact actually does this better, closer to an even split. But not really, so it's not universal. That's what I was talking about. Pixel choice individual teams and games make patch by patch. For example, let's take Wuthering Waves. The last male character we got was Luke, and the one before him was Xiao, and those 2 were a couple of patches away, so this doesn't count. But look, before him, it was all the way back to Brent. So there was a huge jump from version 2.2 till 2.7, 5 whole versions. Now here's the uncomfortable business logic, and it comes down to who actually opens their wallet. Gacha monetization skews heavily towards a male leading player base in most titles, and that same player base spending has historically clustered around female character banners, calling them waifu pools. I am guilty of this. I pulled Hyuki and Lucilla just because I thought they were waifus. Now if we're being blunt, from a pure revenue per character standpoint, a female DPS banner is a safer bet than a male one, and safer bets will get made more often. It's the same logic as microtransaction in any live service game. Companies build around what's already proven to convert, not what's fair. A gacha game's whole model runs on emotional attachment to characters. And if the data says one gender of characters reliably outperforms another in banner revenue, then female characters will be the default they always go by. So this is also a weird analogy, but having a male character for a studio will be like a 50-50 for us. But here's the thing that breaks the easy narrative. When male characters are getting real investment, they perform. Sunday in Honkai Star Rail was a real banner success, proving male units aren't an automatic flop. Scaramouche, Zhongli, and Xiao in Genshin all had banner runs that match or beat plenty of female units. And I'm pretty sure if WoA decided to give Xian another shot, it will really perform like a brand new character. The demand is clearly there. It's not the players who want pull men. It's the companies who aren't confident enough to test that demand consistently. So they just keep defaulting to what already has a track record. That's really a self-fulfilling loop. Fewer male banners mean less long-term data on how they perform, which makes the next male banner feel riskier to a green light, which means fewer male characters anyway. This isn't malice, it's risk aversion dressed up as a business strategy. Gacha studios are conservative by nature. The whole model depends on predictable revenue from proven archetypes, and more male units is treated as a gamble instead of what it actually looks like from the outside. An underserved demand with a real repeated proof of concept every time a studio actually commits to one. And the game who are willing to take the break from that pattern, like HSR more even split, aren't taking on much risk, they're just capturing revenue everybody else is leaving on the table. But let me just give another example. If there was a male character who was incredibly overpowered, he would perform. But a female character who is just meh, she would also perform just as good. And that is not the studio's fault. If I was to fault the studio in any way, the fault would be in not making the male character as strong as all the female characters. And let me know if your favorite gacha game does this. Fewer male characters and then just incredibly beautiful waifu type female characters. And let me also know down in the comments who was your favorite male characters and you wish he had a rerun. And that was my take on the whole male character situation in gacha games. If you enjoy my videos, please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.